What is up, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Element, playing some Kill Confirmed on Negro Ops Dos. It's the map Hydro, DLC map. DLC maps have been kind of good this year, I think. Save maybe Encore and, I don't know, Studio was just a reskin. Magma I liked. I like this map. So DLC's been pretty good so far this year, I think. And playing Kill Confirmed just to change it up a little bit. I can't stand Team Deathmatch, so Kill Confirmed it is when I don't play Domination. And the only thing I really don't like about this game mode is the fact that by the time I run across the entire map, the enemy team flips spawns, and then you got to chase them down and all that nonsense. At least in Domination, I know where they're going to be or where they should be. So that's why I tend to stick to more of the objective game modes where you have to cap flags and plant bombs and all that fun stuff, as opposed to running around and just killing each other aimlessly, what have you. And I'm using an SMR in this gameplay, and this is sort of like a part 2 to the best assault rifle class video that I made a while ago on Nuketown with a Scar H. And this is the same setup. I'm using the fast mags and stock on this class. Now, fast mags, I've kind of grown to, I kind of had a second opinion on it. You don't really need it to be on your best assault rifle class. However, it is an option, but I'm starting to like quick draw and adjustable stock a little bit better than fast mags and stock. So take that information for what you will. But as you can see, this sort of class also works on the semi-auto assault rifles. I happen to like the FAL a little bit better than the SMR, but you don't see very many SMR gameplays, so here you go. But anyway, what I wanted to talk about was my reaction to yesterday's news conference of the release, or, well, not the release, but the reveal. Finally revealed the new console. Microsoft, way to go. Finally revealed the Xbox One, and we got to take a look at some games, and most notably the one game everybody was really waiting for was the reveal of Call of Duty Ghosts. And I'm going to start with my reaction to the Xbox One itself being revealed, and I think it was a no-brainer for Microsoft to actually show their console, as opposed to last time in February when Sony had their conference. They didn't show what the PS4 looked like, and we've seen bits and pieces. There was a fake picture that was released, but it was nice to see the console, even though it looks like the giant DVD player. Like the biggest, it almost looks like a stereo receiver how big it is. I don't know if you've ever had a stereo receiver, but they tend to get pretty large. Just think of like two old VHS players stacked on top of each other, and there you go. That's kind of how you can visualize that. But the Xbox One Kinect new controller looks okay. It's going to depend on how it feels actually when you hold it in your hands, but as far as, you know, a cosmetic opinion, it looks all right. And it looked like what we're getting with the Xbox One this year is something that can really multitask, and I was really in shock and impressed about some of the things that it was able to do, you know, just on command, and it looks seamless and instantaneous and all that good stuff that you want out of your console. But after looking at it again, I don't really know how that applies to me as a gamer, because maybe you're like me. Okay. When I play Xbox, I have a game room set up where it's primarily just playing games. You know, the TV is not hooked up to the cable. Well, my TV is now, but when I first started doing this, it was not. So the whole, you know, interaction with flipping back and forth between live TV and your console home screen, or whatever it is that you happen to be doing on the Xbox itself, kind of doesn't really work for me, because I don't watch TV in my game room. It's for playing games, so I don't know. I mean, for a living room, their whole big, you know, spiel about the living room being totally controlled by your Xbox, you know, I don't know if it'll clean your curtains and dust your hardwood furniture, but that is yet to be seen. Maybe we'll see that at E3. But anyway, yeah, I mean, it was cool to see flipping back and forth between television and sports and fantasy teams and Snap. But I don't really know if I'm going to use that. Maybe I will. You know, maybe down the road I will. But at launch, probably not. And so I was kind of disappointed that they spent a lot of time on that. At one point I was just like, let's get to the games. Let's see some games, you know. And finally we did get to see some games. And racing I don't really care about. Sports I play here and there, but not really that big into sports like I used to be. I used to buy Madden religiously, and baseball games were a hell of a lot of fun back then, but I'm not really into that scene too much anymore. I have branched out from FPS, but you know, that's another story for another day. Getting to see Call of Duty Ghosts was pretty badass, and the comparison they did between the graphics that they were able to achieve on Modern Warfare 3 and what they're able to do now with this new Call of Duty engine and the Xbox One power is pretty remarkable. It's like a huge step, and it almost makes me wonder if they purposely made Modern Warfare 3 a piece of shit so that they could take more time to focus on what they were going to do for Call of Duty Ghosts. And it's not out of the realm of possibility, because they did bring in Sledgehammer and Raven Software to help work on it, and that's 3 different developers. I don't know what game in the world needs 3 developers to work on it, and the end result is a pile of crap that Modern Warfare 3 was. So just saying, it's a possibility. It crossed my mind after I saw what the graphics and the potential that Call of Duty Ghosts has at the reveal yesterday. So that was kind of weird. But I have seen that they've already dispelled one rumor about no used games or a fee to play a game at a friend's house on a different console. Right now, I guess they're saying that it's just up in the air. They don't really know what they're going to do, but they said that you will be able to resell your games to at retail value or whatever that is. But it looks like they're not really sure what they're going to do, and I'm not convinced that they're going to, you know, charge or make it so you can't play used games. But we'll see. I could be wrong. Probably will. Who knows? But as far as buying the Xbox One at launch, I'm not fully convinced, just because, you know, not everybody's going to jump over and transition to the new Xbox right away this first year. If you go back to the original Xbox and the 360, not a lot of people made that transition early on, and the ones that did, I feel bad for them, because you or somebody you know probably got a red ring of death. So there is always the fear of launch bugs and problems and software or hardware issues getting a console right off the bat. So I myself right now, I'm kind of leaning towards maybe I'm not going to get it at launch, but I will definitely be getting it in the foreseeable future. So, well, that's about all I wanted to talk about today. My reaction to the Xbox One reveal. It was interesting just to see that they named it Xbox One, but I guess that's better than Infinity or 720. Something to surprise us a little bit. But I think we still have a lot to see, so don't make any harsh judgments or rash decisions just yet, because E3 is just around the corner. I think, what, two weeks? A little over 2 weeks, I think. And I think we're going to see a lot more of what the Xbox One has to offer, and a lot more games is what we really need to see, because if there's not a lot of good games to play right off the bat, then I don't know if it's going to be entirely worth it. But that was my initial reaction to the Xbox One reveal. Thank you for watching, and have a good one.